holds up, you know.
Yeah, I know. Wasn't worth bothering with. Do you know, the first time I ever saw you were in a pushchair.
Was I?
In this very hall, as a matter of fact. Your mum had come round to see my mum.
Fancy you remembering that. I must have made quite an impression.
No, I didn't like you at all.
Oh, thanks. Why do you remember so clearly, then?
Because I was trying to kill you.
Peter! So did you get any meat today?
Mom's away! Come here, you little lurcher! Oh, that boy. Never gets tired, that's the trouble. Oh, not like this little cherub, bless her.
Bless her. And her big brother's coming home on leave, isn't he?
Oh, is he? Oh, how lovely for you, May. Oh, he's such a nice boy, your Basil.
Of course, he was always very sweet on your Mary, you know.
Oh,
I did Harbour Hopes at one time.
oh she's walking out regular now, you know.
Oh, who are we?
Randall Cummings.
Oh.
Yes, a lot of people say that about Randall. But you mark my words, May. That boy's got what it takes to get ahead.
Hmm.
So far as I was concerned, Randall was just a big dope. At least my other sister Sonia's boyfriends were interesting. They had uniforms, all sorts of uniforms. I like the Yanks best. I remember one who fancied himself as a sort of doorstep Bing Crosby.
Moonlight becomes you. It goes with your hair. You certainly know the right things to wear. Moonlight becomes you. I want you to know it's not just because there's moonlight. Although moonlight becomes you so, you're all dressed up to go dreaming. Now, don't tell me I'm wrong. And what a night to go dreaming. Mind if I tag along?
Oh, you sang that beautifully, Theodore.
If I say I love you, I want you to know it's not just because there's moonlight, although moonlight becomes you so.
And then there was
Did
Nelson.
you like George Formby?
Yeah. I didn't understand a word he said, though.
Well, anyway.
Sonia, may I see you again?
Bit forward, didn't you?
Well, sure, honey. I mean, you don't get to own a Cadillac just by looking in the showroom window, you know.
Oh.
Come here.
Oh, John, do you sing?
Sing? Well, no, I don't.
Oh, thank goodness for that.
A lot of the common had been turned over to allotments, and Dad and Uncle Gordon were digging for victory. It was fortunate that victory didn't depend on Uncle Gordon's digging. Dad was a good digger, but he had a lot on his plate at the time. The Japanese were in the war now, and had entirely disrupted his world strategy.
No, well, I'm a bit worried about the Japanese, Gordon. I'm not sure what we should do about them.
Sell them off as cat's meat, that's what I do. Sell them off as cat's meat.
No, I'm serious. I mean, what is your Jap soldier? He's got 6 sets of teeth, 4 foot nothing, and he's blind as a bat without those big pebble glasses. So how come they keep winning?
Well, I've heard it lives up trees and it can exist a month on a bowl of rice.
Even so, you just wait till they run out of bloody jungle. Then we'll see who can fight.
Well, I'm not worried about the Japs till I see him up these allotments.
You're not taking this war in, are you?
Well, it's the best way to get through it. Of all the bloody nerve.
There, you see? The war is on your doorstep, whether you like it or not.
It's not Japanese shrapnel, is it?
No, no, no. That's German, that. I'll give that to Peter. You see, the point is, Gordon, that if the Nazi is no respecter of marrows, don't expect the Jap to be a respecter of marrows, neither.
You talk a lot of sense, Norman. A lot of
A lot of sense. Yes.
I'd seen Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs at the Globe, and when the men came home from the allotments at night, I always used to think of it.
It's home from work we go.
Greens were all right for grown-ups, but it is a well-known fact that a kid's staple diet is sweets. There were 2 snags. Sweets were on ration, and they never had any anyway. Mind you, just once, I thought I'd crack that.
Are you sure you want X-Lax, Peter?
Well, it's chocolate, isn't it?
Well, yes. It'll make you run, though.
I don't care.
You tell your mum it'll make you run.
Thanks, Mrs. Sindel. I'll run home and tell her now.
I suppose Mr. Sidnall thought he'd been explicit.
3 threes and
9.
4 threes
12.
5 threes You are a silly bugger of a man, Sid Sidnall.
Well, I...
Mind you, when there was fish, who did Mum send to queue for it? Mum was no fool. She sent Sonia.
A little bit. Go on. Oh. Look, just what about there? Look, don't be such a meanie, Mr. Dunbar. Go on.
Look, let go of my knife, Sonia. That's all you're getting.
Just a little bit more. Go on.
I've got to make this go all round this queue. I'm not Jesus Christ, Sonia.
Oh, please.
Come on, hurry up!
Pipe down, Mrs.
Ladies.
Parsons. Look, Mr. Dunbar, we've always been good customers of yours. You know how we like a nice bit of fish. Come on, Mr. Dunbar, be a sport, eh?
All right. Get it over and done with quick. Now then, ladies.
Grandad said the Yanks were generous in the First World War, and Sonia's Yank Nelson carried on the tradition. His hold-all was like Harrod's to us.
I'm sorry. I didn't think.
You're good boys. Even though you do wear funny tin hats.
I liked his tin hat. They always seemed to be going to dances. Never took me. But being a child of grace and generous spirit, I really hated them.
Peter, will you get off that bed? You're not coming in, that's final.
Right, I'll hold my breath until I die.
Peter, will you stop holding your breath?
Sonia, stop him. He's going funny colours. Soppy kid.
Big fuck.
Little dope.
Gink.
Come on, you girls. You're keeping us waiting.
Do you jitterbug at all, Randall?
Oh, I don't think with my current civil service grading I should be seen to be a jitterbug.
Sonia and I saw your George Formby the other night.
Oh, he's not my George Formby. I can't stand the man.
Oh. I understand that Ben Lyon and B.B. Daniels are very popular over here.
Apparently so.
Cigarette?
Oh, no, thank you. I'm trying to cultivate a pipe.
Oh, 8 o'clock. Well, here we are, all dressed up to the nines.
Mrs. Elston, you three could be sisters.
Oh,
You know, Sonia, if the GIs forget the girls back home, it's because of girls like you.
Oh, so you're very go, Ray.
You got away with it.
I don't know whether I've told you this, Mary, but I'm thinking of taking up a pipe. Shall we go?
Oh, here he is.
I don't like collective dancing, Mary. I just don't like dancing in rows.
Hello, Mary.
Basil! Oh, your mum said...
Sorry. Do you want to...
Your mum said you were home on leave.
Yeah.
I thought you might have popped round.
Yeah. Well, I was meaning to. Do you want to dance?
I'd love to.
Is that all right?
Certainly. Must keep the boys in uniform happy at all costs.
your legs like that?
Oh, I nearly did it though, didn't I? I nearly did it. Oh, Bruce.
Oh, Bet.
Oh.
Aren't you cutting the rug, Randall?
I beg your pardon, Mrs. Harris?
Dancing.
Oh, no, I'm waiting for the foxtrot.
Foxtrot? Foxtrot? You wait for a foxtrot? Fox will trot right up your trouser leg! Looks like you missed out there, old cock.
I didn't know what had happened at that dance, but it must have been something wonderful, because it stopped Randall coming round. Except the once.
Good afternoon, Peter. Is your mother at home?
No, she's in China.
No, Peter. Would you kindly give her this note, please?
All right. Popeye's got a pipe.
That's funny. What do you make of this, Dad? It's from Randall. Dear Mrs. Elston, I am currently on your doorstep.
What's he writing to you for if he's on the doorstep?
Oh, I see. I won't come in lest embarrassment is caused on all sides.
Good riddance, I say. Bloody little lead swinger.
Now, be fair, Dad. He is in a reserved occupation. And you must admit he writes a lovely letter. I should be very grateful if you would return the book which I lent to Mary.
Come to her senses at last, she has.
No, I'm not so sure. The book is entitled White Oaks by Mazzo de la Roche. Now, I've seen that somewhere.
Is it a yellow book?
I believe it is.
I know where it is.
Where?
I used it to prop up me wonky wardrobe.
Here you are, Popeye.
Thank you, Peter. There's a dent in this cover.
I didn't do it.
I didn't do it. I see. Fine. If that's all I get in the way of an apology, fine.
Writing to anybody we know? Like, for instance, somebody who's in the Air Force whose name is Basil. What if I am? Oh, right, at least Basil's got blood in his veins. Walk on the envelope, is it now?
Don't I get any privacy in this house?
Oh, when Nelson writes to me, he puts Burma on his envelope.
What does Burma stand for?
Be undressed, ready, my angel.
Son, you don't.
But, well, I mean... No! Don't.
If Mary had married Basil, he'd have been my brother-in-law. Jill would have been Mary's sister-in-law. Funny, that.
I'm sure that barrage balloon on the common has got a leak in it.
It's little
Billy Bailey. Hello, my little dribbler. What are you doing round here, eh?
I'm looking after her for a bit.
Oh, Christ, no. Basil.
Yeah. The pilot brought the aeroplane home. 2 of the crew are dead.
Oh, dear, oh, dear.
Hello, Mum. Hello, Dad.
Yeah, do you know, the first thing that attracted me to your grandfather was his monocle.
He never wore a monocle.
He did.
Did he have a weak eye?
No, there was no glass in it. I found that out later. Well, he just liked to cut and dash. He was a bit of a show-off, I suppose. He was always swinging on trees and vaulting fences.
Randall's taking me to Nella Hall on Sunday to listen to the band.
Be nice. Are you seeing him again, are you?
Well, I'll still have him at the end of the war, won't I?
Yes.
Did Grandad really used to vault fences?
Oh, yes. He got over most of them and all.
So Randall was back again, like a persistent cold.
Hello, Mary. You look very smart.
Thank you. Wow, you got it.
Oh, yes. I picked her up this morning. Not a bad little bus, is she?
Fancy being called for in a car.
And what's more, I've fiddled 2 gallons of petrol.
Fiddled?
Requisitioned. And so, young lady, the world is our oyster. What say we, take a spin out to Richmond and back?
Oh, lovely. Mum! Mum! Randall's taking us all to Richmond!
No, Mary, I didn't mean... Oh, pumpkins.
That makes me such a dandy. It's not my stuff.